Hello, and welcome to Not Just Books, Williamson County Public Library's monthly program about what is happening at the library and in your county. I'm Dolores Greenwald, and I'm the director. I can't believe it's May already, and we're going to be talking about the summer reading program today. And also, I've got some branch guests with us, which is very unusual because they can't break away from their branches usually. So it'd be great to have them here today, talk about what's going on at their locations. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the foundation, Williamson County Public Library Foundation, for helping us fund these great programs we'll be talking about later. So sit back, stay tuned, and if you have kiddos, you're going to want to have them participate in this program. Hello, and welcome back. I'm so pleased to have Phillip here with me. He is the branch manager at the Fairview branch of the Williamson County Public Library. So, Phillip McAndrew, thank you for coming today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
I'm so excited to have branch folks on the show today because we just do not get to do that because of the scheduling and what have you. So, and we're going to be talking about Libraries Rock, so our summer reading program. So tell us a little bit about Fairview this summer and what's going on there.
Well, our summer reading program, like all the others, as you can see, the theme is Libraries Rock. Our sign-ups start May 19th on Saturday, and they end on August 1st. And we have 6 scheduled events for that. And then as far as summer reading goes, any child coming in who is either a pre-reader or a reader can sign up, can get the program card, can do some of the programs, and then is eligible for a free book that they can choose. That's how our summer reading program will go.
Excellent.
And if you have a second, I'd like to tell you about the programs that we will have scheduled.
Yes.
Well, we're opening up with the animal guy, Bob Tarter, who is well known and very well liked. And he's coming on Tuesday, May 29th at 5 o'clock.
Now, that's some of the interesting things about the summer reading program is that there are a few performers that come to your location or Nolensville or the main library, and people know them because they've been doing this for years, and they actually have a following because they are so good.
That's exactly right. Then they do have a following. Bob could come for 20 straight years, and it'll always be packed. And he'll be the first one to tell you it's the animals that bring in the crowd. He has a wild selection of animals from reptiles to, he brought sheep, llamas, he brings birds, whatever. He's just very popular. So yes, he does have a following. And then on Wednesday, June 13th at 2 o'clock, we have Terry Hedges. He's a magician from Nashville, and he's quite good, and he is quite popular.
I think he's been on this program before when he was at Maine doing card tricks.
Oh, yes, he does. He's known for certain things, and card tricks are one of them. That's true. We also have the Hampstead Theatre company, which is going to perform Treasure Island. They will do that on June 19th. That's a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. And they're from New Hampshire, and they were here last year. And they were...
I thought they sounded familiar.
Yes, they did a great job, and they were very popular. So we're looking forward to that. Then on June 26th, we have Mr. Rich Super Science, who is basically chaos controlled in the science world. And he will be at our library then.
Well, the thing about him that is so good is that he makes science fun.
Oh, yeah.
And entertaining. And I don't know how he does it, but it's amazing.
Yes.
And the kids love him.
Yes, he does. He just runs around. He has a great time, and the kids love him. The parents love him, too, because the kids leave the program and they come out and they ask for science books, which is fantastic.
And they actually learn something, which is a good thing.
Yes, that's true. That is so true. On Tuesday, July 17th at 10 o'clock, we have Jacob Johnson, who is a local musician, and he performs with the kids. He brings in a whole slew of instruments. Sometimes he'll have the kids come up and play, he'll work with them, and other times he just performs songs and gets the kids to sing along. It's very good, and we've had him for a couple of years now. And then we end it with the Runaway Puppet Theater, which is on July 31st at 10 a.m. That's a Tuesday, and that's our last program for the year.
Well, very good. Now, there's incentives for the children to continue to read. So, and I know we have bingo cards. Do you guys in the branches have bingo cards as well?
Yes, we do that also, but it's an interesting point. All branches do a little different setup. We have it, you only have to get 6 of the programs done on the bingo card, and then you select a book. We have a great selection of books for all ages, and that is how, and you have all summer to complete the request on the card, which are usually anything from watch a movie, write about it, read a book, stuff like that. And then you can come in and we have a couple hundred titles that you can select from.
Yeah, and there's some of the interesting things that's on the bingo card. Make a recipe, write a thank you note to someone, recycle, plus read a book of your choice, build or make something, that's good, and also listen to a book on CD.
Yes.
So that's good too. So and attend a library program, so they can actually use attending a program as part of their requirement on the bingo card. So that's awesome.
It's great. We try to make it as easy as possible, but as fun as possible, and get the kids involved. And we go for the books because we found that both the parents and the kids love to, in the summer, getting a free book and continue their reading.
Well, last summer, each summer there's a theme. Library Rocks is the theme this year, and that's set by the Tennessee State Library, and they also send us in other libraries throughout Tennessee promotional material, such as you see here sitting between Phillip and I. But there is a strong incentive, and I want to talk to Jennifer about this too, but there's a strong incentive to keep children reading over the summer. And I have heard it referred to as a summer slide. If children don't continue to read over the summer, that when they start back in school, they are a little bit behind where they were the previous year. So there is a real important factor for these programs, and it's not just, fun, but it's also learning and continuing early literacy, which is what libraries, or public libraries especially, are so good at. So now, do you have a wrap-up party after the 31st, or is the 31st for you?
No, for us, the 31st is it. We try to have a couple of programs later in August and September. Those are kind of our down times because the summer is so popular and so crowded. And when the kids go back to school, there is a big drop-off for attendance. So we'll have another program in August, but we do not have a party. We basically just recover at that point. The whole staff takes it easy.
Well, how many kids usually attend one of these programs? Give people an idea.
Well, for Bob Tarter, we'll get 150 to almost 200 people over there to see him. And same thing with like the theater group. Most of them, Jacob Johnson, he'll get about 80 to 90 people, which is enough for him to work with. But those are basically the numbers that we're seeing in the summer.
And see, people that might be listening to us, if they haven't visited Fairview, of course we encourage them to go, but the branches are a lot smaller than the main library on Columbia Avenue, if that's the one you're used to going to. But It's very exciting time for the library and for the branches, and we appreciate so much your and the staff's effort. Now, you recently changed your hours, so now you're open on Monday.
That's correct.
So let's talk a little bit about Fairview too. How's that going?
It's going great. It's very much a community-based library. The community really uses the library. They're there a lot. It's we were lucky enough a couple of years ago to have a new meeting room built onto it, and that's where we have our events, which helps us out greatly. It's going quite well. We did get new carpet a couple of weeks ago, and that's a great update for us. And as far as our collection goes, we have some certain areas, whether it's adult fiction or the DVD section, the audio CDs that are very, very popular, and we have a great children's section also. So it's going well. We enjoy it. We love our patrons up there, and if I may also give a quick shout out once again to the Library Foundation for supporting us for the summer reading.
Yeah, they have, they're a hard-working group. They did a fantastic fundraiser last year, and they're doing another one this year. It's going to be in October, but they help out quite a bit. And some of each branch, if people that's watching this might not know, each branch has their own individual friends group. Mm-hmm. And Fairview Friends meet on Saturday. If someone's out in that area and interested in becoming more involved at the library, when do the Fairview Friends meet?
They meet on the third Saturday of every month at 9:30 at the library. And our friends group is fantastic. One of the main things they do, they hold a book sale twice a year and over at the rec center, which is nearby. And the proceeds from that support the library greatly, and we are very thankful and appreciative of everything they do for us. So we're lucky to have them.
We really are. I'm very proud of what the Williamson main library friends group do, but the individual branch friends groups always doing book sales and fundraisers and helping out quite a bit. Mm-hmm. So that's wonderful. Well, come and join us either at Columbia Avenue or Fairview. We're going to be talking about Nolensville in a minute. So, Phillip, thank you again so much for
Dolores.
joining us. And if you want to find out more about what we're doing this summer, check out our website at wcpltn.org. And thanks again, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, and I am so pleased to have a representative from one of the other branches at the Williamson County Public Library, and that is Jennifer Hunsinger with Nolensville Public Library on busy Nolensville Road. Mm-hmm. And thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We had two very special guests. But that doesn't mean that the other branches aren't doing things too during the summer.
Yes.
So make sure you sign up for our newsletter or check our website. But Jennifer, tell us some of the things that's going on this summer.
Oh, we have a lot of programs thanks to the Public Library Foundation and to our local friends group. One of the big things that we're going to do this summer, and we try to focus at least one big event to the theme every year, is our Summer Reading Family Concert.
Oh, fun.
And it features a local kid band. They're ages 9 to 13, and from what I understand, they're all local to Nolensville. They performed all around Williamson County, and they're fantastic.
Now, which date is that, Jennifer?
That is on Thursday, June 14th.
Okay.
From 5 to 7. And
Next Door Boys, it says.
Mm-hmm. Next Door Boys. And,
I love it.
Yeah. And they're actually, it's a business for them, mm-hmm. but they love music, mm-hmm. and they're learning and they're growing. And they're on
this is
YouTube too, so you can check them out.
So we can say we knew him when, right?
That's right.
Oh, but that's terrific. How did you come across this group?
We have a local social media feed for Nolensville, and I saw a posting from, it may have been a parent, I'm not sure, and then I checked them out, and then I got in touch with them, and they have their own website, and it fit the theme this summer, and they're also going to talk to the kids. They perform classic rock.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, but they're also going to talk to the kids about social media use.
Oh, good.
And about being a kid entrepreneur and how they manage it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, and we will, in addition, we'll have, that evening will just be fun music. We will have a hot dog vendor there. And our friends group is going to do a bake sale fundraiser as well.
That's awesome.
So food, music, and
You can't
fun.
beat that.
Yeah.
You know, music, hot dog, baked good. You can't beat that.
Yeah. And music is lyrics, it's songwriting, it's reading.
Uh-huh.
So when you think about it, it's not just listening to music.
No, it's not. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, what are some of the other things you're doing?
Well, we're going to have a summer reading kickoff on Saturday, June 2nd. And it's the first time we've tried to do this. We're going to have like an open-ended program from 10 to 2. And everybody can come in and register that day. And they can get a cupcake and a free little prize.
I love that.
Yeah.
See, that's what we were talking about, the branches. It's good to find out what each branch is doing because they oftentimes these managers are wonderful and they put a little twist on what's going on locally.
Yeah.
And so where Phillip's not going to have a big kickoff,
Right.
but you're having a big kickoff. I think
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's great. So who else you've got coming?
Well, this year, like throughout the year, we do a lot of focus on younger kids because we have so many young families in Nolensville. And during the summer, we try to focus on a little bit older child. But this year, we're going to try to incorporate what's called a jingle, snap, and sing circle music time. And so that'll be for ages 0 to 5.
I was going to say, that sounds like for babies.
Yeah, infant to 5. So if parents have more than one child, the other children can come as well.
Yeah.
But because it is limiting to what can be done within a circle for that small of a child, parents have to participate and they need to register. But we're going to have it multiple times throughout the month of June on Tuesdays. So 10:30 and 11:30. And again, parents need to register for that.
That's terrific. Yeah. And you know, I was talking about early literacy with Phillip a few minutes ago, and you really, you know, this program for babies is you can't really start too early.
No.
Teaching children the importance of reading and learning. So, and we have at the May Library we have Snugglebug for infants, and very popular program. And I think a lot of parents, especially here in Williamson County, are catching on that you really can't start too early.
That's
and
right.
It's an important time to spend with your children.
Kids are little sponges. So the
They
more
really
we can,
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try not to say a word you don't want to say.
That's
want
true.
to hear them say in front of them. You're going to hear it all the time.
That's right.
But well, tell us about Super Science.
Let's see. Super Science is on July 25th at 10:30. Mr. Rich is a family favorite. He comes back year after
coming to
year.
Fairview.
He is coming to Fairview. And again, he's known locally and has a following, and he's always fun. And he incorporates something new every year. We've got several ones that have followings. We have Bruce Amato, who does the magic show.
Yes.
He'll be with us June 20th. We have Rachel Sumner, who this year she's calling it Rockin' at the Library.
I like it.
And she's
So she's one of the performers who ties her program that year into the theme.
We did
A lot
have
of
a
performers do
choice.
that, yeah.
And I chose the one that she tied the summer reading theme to. And a lot of her music, she's fun, she's interactive, she gets the kids up and moving. She will be a lot of fun with them.
Now, Miss Lynn is not, she's coming on Wednesday, June the 6th.
Yes.
Now, I'm not familiar with her.
Miss Lynn has a local following. She is originally from Nashville area.
Okay.
She has moved out of state, but she still comes back here.
Oh,
and we were
fun.
able to catch her for the month that she was here.
Cool.
And she is, again, interactive, bubbly, writes her own songs. She's just a bundle of fun.
That's awesome. So so she's only here during the summer months.
No, she comes about at least twice a year.
Twice a year, okay.
But this year, budget is a factor.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this year we're having her right now at for summer,
Okay.
and she encourages the kids to participate. And anyway, she bounces around, and she is really just a bundle of fun.
That's terrific. Terrific.
And then on July 11th at 10:30, we'll have Jill Thatcher here, she's doing Read Around the Clock, and she's our regular storyteller as well. So she does
And very popular.
Yes, very popular.
Brings a lot of crowd to
Yes.
your story times.
She is a professional ventriloquist and puppeteer. And so, yes, you can expect puppets.
Just about anything she does is going to be around puppets in some way.
that is her thing.
That's terrific.
And I think Phillip may be having this one as well, the Runaway Puppet Theater.
Yes.
Is that right?
Musical mishap.
Yeah. And they are fantastic they bring their own puppet theater, and they write their own scripts and create their own puppets, and they've geared it towards the theme for summer reading.
Kids love puppets.
They do.
And I have been to summer reading programs and watched really professional puppeteers, I guess you would call them, and ones that just play at it. Because when I do story times, I might have a puppet with me, but I'm not going to try to be fancy with it. They love it either way. They really do.
And we've done programs before with puppet making workshops, and using puppets is a way for kids to not only be creative and imaginative, but it allows them to work through things as well. So
Very
depending
good.
on how it's incorporated.
Now, you did something last year at Nolensville. The theme established by the State Library was create, or some such thing like
It was
that.
about construction. We had tied it to
It's
construction.
It was building.
Yeah.
And you had what I thought was a great
Build
program.
a better world. that's
Build a
what it-
better world.
Yes.
Okay, I knew it had something.
Yes,
it was
yes.
something like that. And you had a great program where you brought in some of your city staff in Nolensville. Tell us a little bit about that.
Nolensville is growing by leaps and bounds, and coming down Nolensville Road, all you see is construction. We still have the preserved historic center, but it is growing.
Yeah.
So we tied it to construction so that kids are seeing all the construction vehicles and everything. So we tied it with the city or the town of Nolensville, and we brought in the city planner and the town engineer, and they talked to the kids. And then we had different stations for the kids to work at where they could get some hands-on about what an architect does and architectural
that's
plans
great.
and construction vehicles. And yeah, they had a lot of fun with that one.
But I wanted to talk about that because Branches come up with such unique ideas for their locations.
Yes.
And like I said, they're all doing something, and you can look on our website and see what's going on this summer. But, for example, our Leapers Fork Library has they're going to start their farmers market up again.
Yes.
So our manager, Emily, goes over and does story time at the farmers market.
Yes.
Which I just think that's great. The branches are really community oriented, and I think that's real important.
She's done a fantastic job with that too, and really grown the readership there.
Well, we're very fortunate. Like Emily has been, well, you can call it Hillsborough or Leapers Fort, whichever one you want to call it, practically all her life.
Yes.
And Susan Fisher, who's the manager at Bethesda, their ears are going to be burning, I guess, because we're talking about. She's been in Bethesda practically all her life, and her husband is retired now, but he was retired principal there at the school. So they're really embedded in the community, and it's terrific, and I think that's where the success comes.
And Betty at College Grove.
Betty at College Grove, it's the
she
same
knows
thing.
that community,
Yeah, and she has, we have the large building on Columbia Avenue, and then we have College Grove, which is a room inside of a rec center. I mean, you can't get much different in your facilities than that.
That's correct.
But Betty has been she's been at College Grove Library for a long time, and one of the most reliant people, self-reliant people. Any problem comes up, she just, I can handle it.
That's right.
Yeah. She's terrific. All of them are.
She's good at partnering with the community center too.
Yes.
And
yes, she is.
Yes, she has a good program space as well.
Yes. So visit Jennifer at Nolensville and check our website out at wcpltn.org to see what else is going on this summer. We're having programs not just for children, but for adults and teens. Adults don't want to get left out. They want reading during the summer too.
Yes.
So check out our website or sign up for our newsletter. And thanks again for joining us. And thank you, Jennifer, so much. It's so good to have branch people here today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.
When I lost my sight, the only thing I had was reading.
When you discover you have an impairment, it can change your life. So take a little time to find the resources that are going to help you restore what you've lost.
Whatever your needs are, 99.9% of them can be met by the NLS program.
There's all kinds of formats that you can choose from. You can choose from large print or braille or audio.
Just can't recommend it enough. It's a free service. It's amazing how much you can get.
It has expanded my horizon.
And everybody can read the way they want to read using this program.
For more information about the National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress, visit loc.gov/thatallmayread or call 1-888-NLS-READ.
And thank you again for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And my special thank you to Jennifer Hunsinger at the Nolensville branch of the Williamson County Public Library and Phillip McAndrew, who is the director of the Fairview Public Library. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at facebook.com/WCPLTN and twitter.com/WCPLTN. Also, you can let us know how we're doing, sending us an email to notjustbooks@williamson-tn.org. And you can also find out what we're doing by signing up for our weekly news blast at ref@williamson-tn.org or go to our website at wcpltn.org. And until next time, explore your world and read.